You got to tell people how you want to be treated. What's the one thing you want your audience to do after they hear you speak? And you got to be ready for that.
And it's not, well, find me on Instagram here and go to YouTube here and go to my website here and no, it's the one thing you want them to do. Figure out one thing, because if you tap into that one thing, you're going to grab their contact information or grab an opportunity to be connected to them in some way so that you can take it the rest of the way. Okay. People don't do 8 things. They do 1.
Yes.
Welcome to Be Bold Branding, where we discuss the power of differentiating yourself through your own unique story and standout personal brand.
If you are a coach, a consultant, a speaker, an author, or another expert who's looking to get booked, did you know that your personal brand is often what makes or breaks your ability to get booked? Podcasters and event coordinators and agents, they're all looking for more than just a compelling topic or a catchy book title.
They're looking for the person who can deliver the message with authority, passion, and enthusiasm to their listeners. And today we're discussing exactly what you need to do to make sure your brand is strong enough that you can get booked on more appearances, podcast stages, etc.
Yes. So before we get into the nuts and bolts of this topic, though, I want to give a shout out to our good friend, Alex Sanfilippo.
Alex.
And his incredible platform, Podmatch, says what it does. It matches podcast guests with podcast hosts.
Yep, perfect brand name.
Sure is. And in one of the first meetings we had with Alex, he mentioned how much he loved our Podmatch profile and how he took some of our advice. And now he says he's getting booked on more podcasts himself as a result of that.
Yep.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. We appreciate that. Through Podmatch and our internal outreach, thank you, Leslie, on our team.
Yes, Leslie's our publicist. She's incredible.
Super incredible. Our personal brands have helped us land over 45 ideal appearances and 40 ideal guests for our podcast in the past 10 months. And notice that I said ideal, because that's very important. Many people reach out to us, but if they're not a fit for the crowd, our ideal audience, then we're not delivering the content that they need. It's just not a good fit, right? And we're about to share you exactly how we do and go about that. There are 10 items that you'll need to make sure your podcast or your speaking profile is complete. You'll need these 10 things. So let's start with the most important first. Grandpa said the most important thing is to keep the most important thing the most important thing.
And I love your grandpa. But here's Grandpa's going to have a book coming out soon.
He does.
Well, Michael will, about Grandpa's statements. Yes, this is a teaser. Okay. And speaking of a teaser, you see that big giant number 9 behind us, right? Well, that's because it's our 9th anniversary here at BrandFace. Man, has it flown by 9 years this month. And I just want to say thank you, first of all, to the gentleman here to my right, because none of this would be possible without him. Absolutely none of it.
She's going to make me blush. Listen,
I want to make you cry. Is it a Barbara Walters moment?
Don't dig too deep. I told her, since I met her, I tell everybody the secret to my success is just doing what she tells me. And so I'm telling y'all the secret to y'all's success will just be to do what she tells you.
I wish it was that easy.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. And thank you to our incredible global team. I mean, some shout outs here real quick to Sydney, who's been with us for the last 2.5 years. We wouldn't be able to do what we do every day if it was not for Sydney. She is insane good at what she does. She's our global training specialist. Leslie's our publicist. Again, wouldn't be able to do all the things that we do without Leslie.
Yay, Leslie.
We have graphic designers, CJ. We have stylist Armand. He's our BrandFace stylist who makes all of our clients look.
Dapper gent that he is.
He is a dapper gent.
He makes all of our clients look super sharp.
Does. We have Stephanie who does our video editing. I know I'm missing several people here. Febby, who is my right hand, and I wouldn't know where to be or what time to be there without her. So
Shifa.
Yeah, Shifa is one of our copywriters. Alice is a copywriter. Alice is out in California. Shifa is in Canada. And they're some of our copywriters that make our clients sound incredible, and our mom makes them look incredible. And so the list goes on. But over the years, we have built quite an incredible, massive team of specialists, and they are the reason we can do what we do today. And then lastly, but certainly not least, because actually it's the most important, our clients.
They have to have them.
Thank you,
guys. You guys are beautiful.
You're incredible.
Love every one of you.
We do. We're so blessed to have you in our lives. And when I get the pure privilege of going through your stories and actually reading who and what shaped you throughout your life and why you're doing what you're doing, your whys are incredible, and no wonder you're so successful. So
sure.
I just want to say thank you. And we're so blessed. So,
thank you, Charlene Bays.
Yes, thank you,
so
Charlene,
much.
who just put a comment up here. So we appreciate you, Charlene, and she's one of our clients too. So, all right, let's get on with the content.
Let's get to the critical things. Let's get to the top 10, the things you need to be on your profile so you can get booked, folks.
Let's do this
on stage, screen, and magazine.
Number one, the very first thing you have to do is answer the critical questions, right? Without this, you have no foundation.
No.
Okay. I'm just going to be really rude about it and say, you got nothing if you can't answer these. So those questions, for those of you who have not followed us yet, grab your pen. Here they are. The 5 critical questions. Who do you serve? Exactly who do you serve? Who are your ideal clients? 2, how do you serve them? 3, what qualifies you to serve them? 4, how does it make their life better? Because isn't that why we do it, right?
Yep.
And 5, what sets you apart from everyone else who's also trying to serve those same customers? Okay, that's number one thing you have to have dialed in before you can get booked.
That's it. Start straight, stay straight. Okay, that's important. You have to do those things, and only when those are answered, can the rest of your brand fully wrap around you to tell the rest of your story seamlessly, right? So the number 2 thing that you need is your brand identifier and your elevator pitch. And this is a tagline or slogan that focuses on what you stand for or what you want to be known for. Your elevator pitch should state who you are, what you do, and what it means to them. Does this sound familiar? If you've been following us, you know these things.
Yep. Okay, the number 3 thing you're going to need, of course, your specific topics. Whether you're a speaker or you're being interviewed on a specific topic, make sure that is communicated easily and provides a clear benefit to the audience, which takes us to number 4.
Yep. Your takeaways for your book, your podcast, or your speaking topic. This is the paragraph or bullet points that are going a little bit more in depth that share what the audience will be learning when they listen to your podcast, buy your book, or listen to you speak on a stage.
All right. Number 5, we're powering through these guys. So keep up and write these down. They're really important. Number 5, your ideal guest or audience criteria. I can't tell you how important this is, because if you don't have that dialed in, you are wasting your time, right? Because, if you get in front of a group of people and you speak, if they're not your ideal clients in front of you, then you don't have any chance for backroom sales, right? And that's what speakers are known for, is like, yes, you'll speak, you'll get paid to speak, but the backroom sales are where you're going to make most of your money,
there's more.
Right? But wait, there's more. That's right. Okay. So it lets people know exactly who they are if they're your clients. Oh, that's me, right? Or also helps your booking agents and your event organizers match you up correctly. Okay.
Yep.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. Number 6 is your call to action, your CTA. You got to have it. Most people don't do it. I'm telling you, it's very important. You got to tell people how you want to be treated. What's the one thing you want your audience to do after they hear you speak? And you got to be ready for that. And you got to layer that in throughout the entire conversation. Okay.
Right.
What do you want them to do?
Yeah. And it's not, well, find me on Instagram here and go to YouTube here and go to my website here and no, it's the one thing you want them to do. Figure out one thing, because if you tap into that one thing, you're going to grab their contact information or grab an opportunity to be connected to them in some way so that you can take it the rest of the way. Okay. People don't do 8 things. They do 1.
Yes.
Okay. Number 7, your important links. Of course, that's a link to your website, links to all your social channels. And I say this, now you might think, well, she just said, don't say all that, right? I mean, on stage, you want to give them one call to action, okay? But when you're creating your profile, you want to give people as many opportunities to connect with you as possible, to view you online and hear your podcast, go to your social media channels, connect with you, go to your website, learn more about you. Those are the links that appear in your profile so people can connect with you even before they hear you speak or hear you on a podcast. Okay.
Hey, this one's big, guys, because you're like, okay, yeah, everybody knows that, right? But you would be surprised because we deal with people every day, multiple people doing branding, going through our programs, talking to us about branding, and it would blow your mind how many of those links do not go where they're supposed to go. It'll blow your mind.
That's the truth.
Right.
Right.
And we are on a wave. I'll give y'all a little something going on right now. People are really stepping on the bandwagon of saying you need to be offering all of these ways for people to contact you, but let them contact you the way they like to contact. And you be prepared to deal and interact with your potential clients and your opportunities on their social medias. Okay. When you're on the stage, back to the other one, give them a specific thing to do. When it comes to all your website, social channels, and that sort of thing on your podcast profile, be sure they all work and they go where they're supposed to.
Right. Or your speaking profile or any other profile. So we're talking to anybody who wants to get booked. Okay.
Yes.
And keep in mind with your important links, your website, social channels, et cetera, link to your podcast if you have one, all of those must be consistently branded with the same message and imagery, right? You don't want them to think they're looking at different people. Remember, these extend from your profile and complete the picture of your brand. Okay. So if they see one thing on your website, see something totally different on your podcast, they're not connecting the dots. They're confused already. No booking. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Number 8, your brief bio. Okay. Not your full one, your brief bio. Be personable and share the most important thing that you can share. Why are you doing what you do? Okay.
Exactly. Okay. Number 9, your professional photo or photos. Obviously, you want to, in your profiles, give more than one, usually 2, maybe 3 of your top photos, and that show your personality. They need to align well with your story and what you stand for. You know, you'll need a few of these. So just make sure to have that professional photo shoot. Can't stress that enough, because that is really one thing that people tend to skimp on a lot of times. They get a friend to take photos of them. Guys, don't do that, please. Get a professional photographer to do this for you, because you will never regret it. And what ends up happening is you become so much more confident about the way your brand looks that you actually put it out there more. And
it's very important.
Exactly. And what's a great brand if you don't put it out there?
If you don't put it out there, we actually offer a guide through our program that tells you exactly how to do that photo shoot. You take it to your professional and it's seamless. Okay. Yep. Number 10 is your cover art. Very important. A cover photo or thumbnail. Remember to be consistent with the other things that we talked about, that Tanya talked about, number 9, right? With all of your graphic design. So there's familiarity, and there is no matter where people find you, they see that same expression, that same picture, if you will. It's worth 1,000 words, but it's got to match the words you've already put out there. Okay. Yep. And those are the things, my friend, that will get you branded and get you booked.
Absolutely. And if you want to talk about building your personal brand so you can get booked, hit us up at discussyourbrand.com. It's a free discovery call with our team, and we'll look at where you are right now and what it's going to take to get you properly branded and profitably booked.
Yep. And we've been doing it for 9 years this month. So happy birthday. And thank you to all those clients and the future clients that'll be calling us. Listen, you subscribe to us. I'll take a moment right now, hit the subscribe button, because we bring you value like this with every live, and then also with our podcast, Be Bold Branding. We want you to be branded, and we want you to make all the money that you want to make. It's the reason why we do this. It's prosperity. And when we talk about prosperity, we're not just talking about money. That's just a portion of it. We're really talking about the true 360 of an abundant life that we wish for every one of y'all. And we hope that you have. We know here at BrandFace that prosperity favors the bold. It has for 9 years. So we're still saying be bold, especially with your brand, folks. And hey, back to that subscribe. Hit that subscribe, because we're booking podcasts like the one we had yesterday. You're going to want to be on the lookout for it. This dude is powerful, and it's information you need to know.
Absolutely. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
Brought to you by BrandFace, the only comprehensive personal brand building system across the globe.